Okay, we're going to install the PLR product that you purchased, and I just want to thank you for purchasing that product. And what we're going to do is we're going to install this NC panel and in a completely clean directory. So here's my clean directory, and I'm going to install. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and I'm going to install a database. So I'm going to use a database wizard. So I'm going to put my new database name in here. And I just use the same thing for both the database and the username. So I'm going to use EzDoownloadProtector in this case. And the same thing for the username. I'm going to generate a password, and I'm going to copy this down to Notepad. We're going to need this later on when we install via Backup Buddy. So I'll get Notepad up here. I'm going to drop this in to Notepad to save it. I'm going to click that I have copied the password to a safe place. I'm going to use the password, then I'm going to create the user. I'm going to give that user all privileges. I'm going to go through the next step, and now we are done. Username EzDoownload and database is EzDoownload. Now I'm going to upload my zip file, and you would have downloaded this Backup Buddy file, which is comprised of the import buddy PHP file and the zip file. Please do not uncompress the zip file, the Backup Buddy zip file. If you do, there's a good chance that it could get corrupted. Seen this happen many times, and then it doesn't install correctly. There's nothing in there that you really need to take a look at. We just need the import buddy PHP file and the zip file. And I'm going to go to File Manager, and we're going to upload that to my directory. And as you can see right here, there's nothing in the directory. Now remember, everything is included in the Backup Buddy file. You don't need anything. You don't need a CGI bin. You don't need the 404, the 401s. All of those that a lot of these ISPs put in there. Delete everything out of the directory. It doesn't need to be there. I'm going to upload the file. First I'm going to browse over and I'm going to find the file. And then I'm going to browse over and I'm going to click on Import Buddy. So now I have the Import Buddy file uploading, and I have the regular file uploading via the File Manager. Now as soon as that gets up to the website, we should be able to go ahead and refresh and see. Now we see the Import Buddy file, but the regular file has not uploaded as of yet. And it just depends on your internet speed how long this takes. Could take just a couple of minutes, 3 minutes or so. Could take a little bit longer. Again, it all depends on how fast your internet connection is. Once this gets to 100%, it's just going to say complete. And we can see here we're at 93. So now we can see that the file is completely uploaded. I'm going to refresh again, and you'll see both files in here. We're going to click on the Import Buddy to install. And this will give us our first screen. Now in the first screen, you received the password, authentication password, in the download. So we're going to type that in. And we're going to authenticate, and that'll take us over to step 1. Of course, we have to type in the correct password. Okay, we're going to try this again. Sometimes we don't get the right keys. And once that authenticates again, it will go to the next page. So we're at step 1 of 6, and we just go ahead and do next step. We don't have to do anything with any of the configuration. We just step through it. We extract our files. We go to next step. And it will give us the information right here that we need to fill in. So we're going to put in our database name. We're going to put in our user. And we're going to drop in our password. And remember, we saved our password out right here. So we're just going to copy that. Drop that in right here, and then put in our database prefix. Now, by default, every WordPress site is the prefix is WP_. We don't want that because every hacker knows that. So we're going to change the prefix up a little bit. Doesn't matter what you use, just don't make it too convoluted, too long. And of course, the last character is going to be an underscore. Now we're going to test our database settings. So let's test, make sure that everything is working okay, and that's the first thing we want to do. You'll have 4 things happen here, and all of them should read success, and we have that. We're going to move on to next step. If any of these fail for whatever reason, you may have copied the database name user incorrectly. Your database may be corrupt. You're going to have to go back in and create a new database, new user, but just make sure that you test your database, because you won't be able to proceed unless you get a clean install. Okay, I'm going to go through next step, step 4, and we've imported our database. Everything is complete, and we're just going to clean up and remove temporary files. And now the next thing we're going to have happen is we're going to get our site, the actual install URL, which is right here. We're going to click on that. That's going to fire our site for us. And here's our site already installed. Everything is ready to go. So we've done that. Now we're going to configure the site, so we have to log into the site. What we want to do here is use our WP Padlock program. Remember, I'm giving you the WP Padlock plugin, which secures your site against hackers. You are going to have to use this special URL login. You can't use WP admin to get into the site. And we're going to have our login information, which you received on the download page. Again, the username, of course, is WP-admin, and then the password. I'm going to type that in. And we'll get this screen if we typed everything in correctly. We'll have our IP. Then everything will come down to log into WordPress. We click on this button and it will take us over to WordPress. Now, sometimes we're going to get the WP login screen, which is the WP-login PHP screen for WordPress. It also may loop for a period of time and then give you, it says this page is not redirecting correctly. And that's because there's something gone wrong with WP Padlock looking at your IP address and passing it. Now, nothing to worry about. It may take you 2 or 3 times until the WP Padlock plugin actually authenticates your IP address. So just go ahead and try it a couple of times, 3 times before you fire off a support ticket, because in most cases it's just simply hasn't written your IP address down to where it's now going to allow you access into the site. Now this is a good thing. This is a security feature. You don't want a hacker being able to just grab anything out of username, password, and get into your site. Okay, so we've logged into the site. The first thing we want to do is we want to come over here to users, and you're going to see my username in there because I haven't taken it out. You can delete me. Do not delete me at this point. You want to change over to WP admin. What you want to do is edit your WP admin, because I don't have your email in here. So if you ever lose your email, you won't be able to get into the site. You want to put your email in here, and then you may want to change the password from the default you received again on the download page when you downloaded the PLR product. And then of course click update user, and then that will change your username. And you can go in and we're just going to log out here. And we're going to log back in as WP admin. Of course, we do have to use the right password. And then once we get into the dashboard, we can come over here to users. And now you'll be able to delete me. Okay, the only reason I leave myself in there, many times people have problems, and then I can log back in the dashboard and I won't have to use WP admin, and I get access to the site. I'm not going to sneak into your site and sabotage your site, so don't worry about that. But if you're freaked out about it, I totally get it. Just delete me as a user. And of course, when you do delete me, click here on delete and make sure you attribute all the posted pages to WP admin, or it'll wipe out your site and then you'll have to reinstall it again. Okay, so that's the first thing, is change the user. Now come over to your settings in general, and we're going to change our email. So change your email address right here, and also you can change your time zone. I have it set on Phoenix where I live, but change it to where you are if you want to, and then go ahead and do the save changes. One other place we're going to change our email is right over here under plugins, and we're going to change that in FS contact form. This is the contact form on your site that anyone who wants to contact you, their contact will get sent, or their email will get sent to this address, which of course is a bogus address. You need to put your email address in here, then come down and simply click on Update Options. Now really the only thing you have to do now is set up your payment button. And the payment button on this site is already set to go. You don't have to worry about it. It's already set to go out to order PHP. So if we click on order now, it's going to go out to order PHP, which of course there's nothing there right now. I'm going to use an FTP program. Okay, just wanted to show you very quickly how to change your payment information in the order button. And I'm using FTP to take a look at the top level site here. As you can see, there's an order PHP button in here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to drag this over into the other pane so we can see it and just kind of take a look at what we need to change. Oop, hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. Okay, now we're going to drag this over. And this will fire Dreamweaver for me, but you can certainly open this with Notepad, Notepad++. It really doesn't matter. In fact, let's just do Notepad++. All right. So if you take a look here, you'll see that we've got a little deal here that says your order link goes here. So when you create your payment button in PayPal, all you have to do, now this is not the form, this is the actual payment link, which would be, I think PayPal designates that now as an email link. Just take that link and drop that right in here, save it down. Once it's saved down, drag it back over here to where it should be. You'll overwrite this older order PHP, which of course is the generic PHP. Once you do that, now your site is going to be set up and all ready to go. So when someone clicks here, it will go out to your PayPal account and you'll get paid for it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. The site is already built out. The flow is exactly how it should be. Of course, when you create your payment button, you want to send people to your download link. So, of course, you're going to have your pages in here. You see, welcome, your download page, contact privacy, and the footer links. But here's the real deal on this. If you're using the download product, you can use the download product to now go ahead and hide your download link, your download product link. So now people will not be able to find your download link. Remember, if you looked at those videos, and you'll have access to the installation video, you have the product, you have the software to generate the product, and now you have a way to hide your links using that product to hide your download link in your WordPress site. Okay, so, and you have the obfuscator or the encryptor, the HTML encryptor, so that someone won't find out what your download link is. All right, so again, I want to thank you very much for your purchase. I know that this product is going to make you a whole lot of money. It's made me a whole lot of money, and it's more importantly than that, it's going to protect your HTML sites and it's going to protect your WordPress sites. At least it's going to protect the download pages from people getting a hold of them and being able to download your products without paying. Okay, again, thanks for your purchase, and I hope you make tons of money with my product. Thanks for watching.